Money makes the world go around, they say. So we all need a little direction concerning money. And what better source than take a look at the Bible? What does the Bible say about money? Let's take a look at a few verses. Think about the verses. I'll read them. You think about them. Let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such things as you have. For he hath said, I will never leave thee, nor forsake thee. Great verse found there in Hebrews 13:5, if you'd like to look it up. We're continuing Proverbs 15:16 now. Better is little with the fear of the Lord than great treasure and trouble therewith. Again, better is little with the fear of the Lord than great treasure and trouble therewith. Check that out in Proverbs. Continuing in Luke 12:15. Again, great to check these out yourself. Luke 12:15. And he said unto them, Take heed and beware of covetousness, for a man's life consisteth not in the abundance of the things which he possesses. Again, depth to think about there. What does your life consist of? Well, apparently not in the abundance of the things which you possess. So take heed, be aware of covetousness. Again, that's in Luke 12. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. That's found in Matthew 6:21. Where is your treasure? Your heart is there also. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Again, Proverbs 16:16. How much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding rather to be chosen than silver. Charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded. Are you rich? Be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches. Don't trust in your riches if you're rich, but in the living God. So that's where your trust must be, in the living God, who give us richly all things to enjoy. Again, 1 Timothy 6:17. Charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches, but in the living God, who hath given us richly all things to enjoy. Matthew 25:21 says, His Lord said unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful for over a few things. I will make you ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Great words in Matthew. Proverbs 30:8 says, Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me. Great thoughts there in Proverbs. Continuing in Proverbs 19:22, the desire of a man is his kindness, and a poor man is better than a liar. Great words of comfort. Psalm 37:16 and 17. A little that a righteous man has is better than the riches of many wicked. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous. Reading scriptures from the Bible concerning money and how it can help us and affect us. Proverbs 22:1 says, A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and loving favor rather than silver and gold. Proverbs 23:5 says, Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as eagles towards heaven. Continuing in Proverbs 10:2, treasures of wickedness profit nothing, but righteousness delivereth from death. Great words concerning money and how to live and apply these scriptures. Best to look them up yourself and pause and think about them. Good things to think on from the scriptures. Matthew 6:24 says, "No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. You can't serve both God and money." Key word, I think, there being serve. You can't serve both. Certainly money can be useful in God's work. Continuing 1 John 3:17. What does the Bible say about money? How can we apply it to our lives? Lots of scriptures. We're going through some today. But whosoever hath this world's goods and sees his brother has need and shuts up his bowels of compassion, in other words, doesn't care, how dwelleth the love of God in him? God says in his word. Again, let's read that. Great depth. 1 John 3:17. But whoso hath this world's good, and seeth his brother have need, and shutteth up his bowels of compassion from him, how dwelleth the love of God in him? Help everyone you can, in other words. It's the love of God. Every man also to whom God hath given riches and wealth, and hath given him power to eat thereof, and to take his portion, and to rejoice in his labor. This is the gift of God, Ecclesiastes 5:19 says. Perhaps look up the verses yourself and pause as you read them. Good words. The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. 1 Samuel 2:7. That's amazing. He also makes rich. Some people I hear say the Lord is perhaps not in the rich business, but it says clearly here, along with, of course, making poor. So I guess he's trying to get our attention, how we're living life too. Worth reading again, 1 Samuel 2:7. The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. Good thoughts to think on. Continuing, 2 Corinthians 6:10. As sorrowful, yet always rejoicing. As poor, yet making many rich. As having nothing, and yet possessing all things. 2 Corinthians 6:10. Good to check out. Matthew 13:22. He also that received seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world and the deceitful of riches choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful. Great thoughts to think on there. And the Lord turned the captivity of Job, and when he prayed for his friends, also the Lord gave Job twice as much as he had before. Good to read that great story of Job. Think about that verse again. And the Lord turned the captivity of Job when he prayed for his friends. Great thought there. Also, the Lord gave Job twice as much as he had before. God's word, lots to think on. That's found in Job 42:10. Take time, look it up, dwell on it. Dwell on Ecclesiastes 5:11. When goods increase, they are increased that eat them, and what good is there to the owners thereof, saving the beholding of them with their eyes? Sometimes it takes a few readings to let that sink in, but we're moving along right now. Proverbs 13:8. The ransom of a man's life are his riches, but the poor heareth not rebuke. Proverbs 13:8. Continuing, reading scriptures concerning money and how it can affect our lives and how we can think on these scriptures, how it may help us in our lives. Exodus 20:23. Ye shall not make with me gods of silver, neither shall ye make unto you gods of gold. 23. Again, Exodus 20:23. James 1:9 and 10. Let the brother of low degree rejoice in that he is exalted, but the rich in that he is made low, because as the flower of the grass, he shall pass away. Again, found in James 1. So these are a few scriptures to think on. I hope you take your time to pause, look up the scriptures, see how money can affect your life, and advice concerning money from God's Word as we read through there. Always good to focus on how God directs our life. Money, of course, such an intricate part, an important part of all our lives. Great to focus on each of these scriptures. Hey, thanks for tuning in today.